Before the naming anything to anyone who mattered, before the first allegiance, before anything was shattered into the particular constellation of a life like mine. There was a Tuesday in October and there was Caroline, and I was just a man with unexceptional credentials who made a laugh on the fire escape with nothing confidential in my pockets. No leverage, no hierarchy to manage, just the raw and unmediated the sweet damage of a thing that had no strategy behind its opening, no calculation, just a chest widening and tightening simultaneously, the way it does when something irreversible begins and you don't know yet. That's the most dispersible grace, the not knowing, the pure uncontaminated feeling before the world gives it a cause, before the ceiling. I loved her before the empire, before the weight had a name, before the city knew my number, before I learned the game. She knew me when I was unfinished, when I was soft and plain. I loved her before the empire, and the empire is to blame for everything it required that made me not the same. Man, she fell toward on that fire escape in the October rain. She had a way of occupying silence without colonizing it. Would sit beside me in the quiet, dignifying it with her particular stillness. Not the stillness of depletion, but the fullness kind, the kind that needs no completion. From outside itself, I didn't have a word for it at 22. Just knew the room felt differently configured when she withdrew. The air changed barometrically, had less substance. I built my first understanding of what absence really cost from watching her leave a room. That education preceded every other, the foundation, no revelation that some presences restructure the molecular arrangement of the space they occupy, and hers was the engagement that recalibrated everything. Before I knew that rooms could do that, before I learned to weaponize my own, she showed me who that was. I loved her before the empire, before the weight had a name, before the city knew my number, before I learned the game. She knew me when I was unfinished, when I was soft and plain. I loved her before the empire, and the empire is to blame for everything it required that made me not the same. Man, she fell toward on that fire escape in the October rain. The empire didn't take her in a singular dramatic rupture. No ultimatum, no confrontation, no sculptured moment of departure that the narrative could hold. Just the slow attrition of a man becoming cold in all the places she required warmth. The incremental hardening, the calcification of the sentimental into something functional. I started coming home later, started speaking less, became the careful curator of my own interiority. Kept the vulnerable quarters locked from everyone. The empire's orders require a man impenetrable, and I complied so thoroughly that when she finally left, I barely felt the symmetry of loss. And that absence of feeling was the loudest evidence that the empire had already taken everything of consequence. I saw once, 11 years subsequent, abreast of Braun and Lisbon, something eloquent and unremarkable about the way she occupied a chair. The same, the undiminished quality of air around her. She was with a man who laughed too easily, which meant she chosen warm, chosen breezy over whatever I had offered, which was gravitas without the gentleness, the apparatus of importance without tenderness. I didn't approach, just watched it from the bar. That's all I could broach of the distance. Watched her undiluted, watched her free of me, and something in that freedom looked like what I used to be. Fire escape in October, she left something small. I had nothing in my pockets, nothing on the wall, no empire, no burden, no name in the hall. Just a man who loved her before the rise, before the fall, before he learned that building kingdoms cost you the only thing worth having after all.